This is how to plan your week using the reMarkable paper tablet. Everything that I'm going to show you how to do in this tutorial applies to the reMarkable 1 and the reMarkable 2 because the software is exactly the same. So this is my main use and reason for coming to the reMarkable, is actually using it as my weekly planner. So how do I plan my week on reMarkable? What I did was I made this document here, which is simply put my timetable. Now I'm a teacher, so I have a very set timetable, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and that rolls on for a fortnight. I even have some meetings that I have at different times that recur every single fortnight. So I can add these, and I made this as a Word document, and I simply go through this. I use this as my daily planner. You can see my line management meeting here. I use this as my daily planner that I just make a new one of. I just duplicate this every single fortnight. I have in here as well blank pages just for my notes. And I think this is a really useful thing because I don't have to think then about all the little things about when breaks are on that day. For me, when I'm on break duties, when I should be doing homework clubs and things like that. And what I can do here is I can just quickly write in my lesson title. I know I'm going to be doing waves, lesson 1 or something. And if I know I need to give them a notice, then I can just add that in here. Remind about PPEs. If I know that I'm going to have a meeting at this point here, meet EEZ, made up person. And I'm going to then, if I have any notes of this, if I have tasks as well, then I can just add them in as I go. And what I really like about this is I can think forward, when am I going to have time to actually do a task? So if I think to myself, oh look, I've got a little bit of free time on Thursday, that's when I'm going to write up my notes from the meeting. Another thing that I really like about using this is when things get crowded, I can make things smaller if I need to and just move them to one side. And the other thing that I really love is not just can you now cross off things that you've done, like this or like this, but if you've done it, it just goes from your planner and it goes from your mind and you feel great about having done it. It's wonderful. So you can probably see if I just go to one of my previous ones that things do start to get crowded as you go. And sometimes I sort of box things off or make room sometimes by making a whole load of notes smaller and fit them in a corner. But I think it's a really useful tool, and I like that kind of structure to my planning because I can plan down to like the half hour. I'm not planning a big list that keeps growing and growing and growing, but I'm thinking, when am I going to do a certain task? And that is what I suggest for you if you're ever looking to be a bit more organized in terms of your time, is plan out your week down to the half hour. I am looking at incorporating some of the ideas of bullet journal into my planner going forward, so stay tuned for that, because I really like the idea of being able to list things as you go and being able to then migrate them to different times. So if you didn't get them done on that day, maybe you decided it wasn't a priority that day, you can still keep that item but move it to a different section. So that's something that I'm quite interested in. So I've kind of been going with this like front page, which is almost like a contents page. And that's where I can keep my general task list and any targets, any ideas that don't necessarily need to happen on a certain day. And because now you can use hyperlinks within PDFs and navigate between different pages in the same document on the reMarkable, you can have a sort of contents page that you can return to, and then you can link forward to any day in your week, or maybe notes pages that you can scribble little titles next to. I have to say that works really, really well for being your weekly planner. And two other really great advantages of using the reMarkable to plan your week is the great battery life. So this will last for 3 days typically, with me using it all day. And the reMarkable 2 should easily last all week. And also it's a digital device, but it's one less actual LCD screen that you have to stare at all day and tire out your eyes. I hope that was useful. If you've got any more questions about using your reMarkable, or if you're just interested in using it as a professional, then hit me up in the comment section below.